The CDC wants everyone to get a vaccine when it becomes available to you. But what does that really mean, right? So we're getting a better idea of what life in the U.S. could be like if more people get the coronavirus vaccine. The CDC released new guidance yesterday outlining what it considers safe behavior for those inoculated. While the 7-day average of positive cases is dropping, health experts say this is no time to let down your guard. Debra Alfarone is following the latest on Capitol Hill. Debra, the country also has a lot of work ahead when it comes to getting everyone vaccinated.
They absolutely do. We have so much road to go still, Anne-Marie, because less than 10% of people in America are fully vaccinated. And of the doses of these vaccines that have been delivered to states, less than 80% have been administered and shot in arms. So we have a long way to go, but still, we'll take this. This is a little bit of hope, a little bit of a step closer to returning to normal.
A shot of hope as the CDC says getting together with others without masks is okay for those who have the vaccine.
CDC recommends that fully vaccinated people can visit with other fully vaccinated people in small gatherings indoors without wearing masks or physical distancing. Remember, here we are talking about private settings where everyone is vaccinated.
The agency stresses, though, everyone, whether you got a shot or not, should continue to wear masks and practice social distancing when out in public.
Over 90% of the population is not yet vaccinated, and that is our responsibility to protect those who remain unvaccinated and remain vulnerable.
A person is considered fully vaccinated 2 weeks after their final shot. The White House has promised there will be enough doses for every adult who wants them by the end of May.
On the relief front, President Biden's nearly $2 trillion COVID relief bill passed the Senate over the weekend. It's expected to get the nod by the House tomorrow, and from there, it goes to Mr. Biden's desk to be signed.
It includes $1,400 stimulus checks for about 85% of Americans, an expansion of the child tax credit for a year of up to $3,600 per child, and $34 billion goes to expand Affordable Care Act subsidies, meaning more people will be able to buy health care on the exchanges and others will have lower insurance premiums.
So the big question so many people have, when is that stimulus check going to make its way into your bank account or your mailbox? Well, once President Biden does sign this bill, the IRS says it could take anywhere between days to a week. So not long, Anne-Marie.
Okay, well, that's good news. Here's the thing, though. You know, the Senate debated for hours over amendments to this bill. The Senate version passed. Now the House has to look at the Senate version. Can we expect, a similar lengthy debate in the House? And do we know anything about Republican support for the Senate version of this bill?
Yeah, it's not looking likely that there's going to be Republican support for this. There wasn't last time, so it's doubtful that there are going to be any Republicans who support it this time. In fact, last time, 2 Democrats actually opposed it. So Nancy Pelosi seems to think that this is going to be, quick. It's going to pass quickly and then make its way to President Biden. They don't actually need the Republican support, so that's the other thing.
So speaking of the president, he's set to make his first primetime national address on Thursday. What can we expect to hear from him?
White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki says that the president is going to look back and really look back at the sacrifices that so many people have made over the last year, the people who we've lost, but he also is going to look forward and really try to engage the American people with working together to put an end to this. The timing here is no coincidence. It was a year ago that the World Health Organization declared this a pandemic. That'll be the 1-year anniversary. And also, it's the 1-year anniversary of the evening that former President Donald Trump gave his primetime address at the Oval Office. I remember that well. I was at the White House that day, and I remember thinking, life's about to change here, and boy, did it ever.
That is so true. Debra Alfarone, thank you so much.
Understatement. You're welcome.